Muletrain!
It is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Wednesday, August the 31st, 2016. Brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Since last Thursday, 4 23/100ths of an inch of rain at the National Weather Service here at Channel 6 in town in Muleshoe has been recorded. That is as of 10 o'clock Wednesday morning. Now, out at the Mezzo site, which is located 2 miles southwest of town, they have since Thursday 3 9/100ths of an inch of rain. We got 6/10ths of an inch of rain from 7 until 10 on Wednesday morning. A semi-truck and trailer turned over on its side in the rain in front of the Heritage House Inn at the west edge of Muleshoe on Highway 84 Wednesday morning. The video that you are watching is from Tuesday and Wednesday's rainfall here in Muleshoe, and at the end of the video you see the truck trailer wreck. The high in Muleshoe on Tuesday was only 69 degrees. The low was 61, and on Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock it was 63 degrees. Now on Monday the high was only 71 and the low was 62. So it is a cool week so far here in Muleshoe. And now 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications brings you the weather report and forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity. Now a message from our sponsor.
Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 Area, whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world. Security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company 5 Area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Sliding control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 Area, 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 Area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Well, we'll end up the month of August with over 5 inches of rain here at the Weather Service station and at the Mesonet site, but just how much will remain to be seen as rain chances continue through today into Thursday and Friday. But of course today is the last day of August 31st. Showers and thunderstorms likely, mainly after 1 p.m. And of course, it's been raining all morning long here in the Muleshoe area, so we'll see how much we get this afternoon and evening. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall, cloudy with a high only around 75 degrees today. East winds around 5 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 70% for the Muleshoe area. Showers and thunderstorms likely tonight, mainly before 1 a.m. Some of the storms could produce heavy rain. Cloudy with the low around 61. Chance of rain is 60%. Tomorrow on Thursday, the first day of September, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Cloudy, high near 77 degrees. North winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour, becoming east-southeast in the afternoon hours. Thursday night, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy, low around 61. East-southeast winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Friday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms during the daytime. Mostly cloudy, high near 80 degrees. South winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. And then Friday night, of course, the Mules will take on Snyder here at Benny Douglas Stadium at 7:30. A much reduced chance of rain, 20%. Showers and thunderstorms possible. Mostly cloudy, low around 62. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. Mostly sunny, high near 85 degrees. Partly cloudy. Saturday night, low around 63. And repeating our forecast for today on Wednesday for the Muleshoe area, showers and thunderstorms likely, mainly after 1 p.m. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall, cloudy, high near 75, east winds around 5 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 70%. Showers and thunderstorms likely tonight, mainly before 1 a.m. Some of the storms could produce heavy rain, cloudy with a low around 61. North-northeast winds around 5 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation tonight is 60%. So slow down out on the roadways here in town and out on the highways, as a lot of the low-lying areas are underwater, and it just has been a drenching rain over the past several days here in the Muleshoe area, as Mom reported that here at the National Weather Service station at Channel 6 since Thursday up until 10 o'clock this Wednesday morning, we've got 4 and 23/100ths of an inch of rain, so over 4 inches of rain over the past 6 days here in Muleshoe.
Pat Glasscock Watson, 87, of Portales, formerly of Muleshoe, died Sunday in Portales. Pat was born in South Bailey County in the Goodland community on November the 20th, 1928, at the Figure 4 Ranch House, which her grandparents lived in. And that ranch house now is at the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation. Her grandparents were Henry and Rose Hanover, and her aunt also lived there, Catherine Hanover, later Catherine Sanders. Her grandfather was the foreman of the ranch. The funeral services for Pat Glasscock Watson will be at 10 New Mexico time on Thursday morning in the Wheeler Mortuary Chapel in Portales. Burial will be here in Muleshoe at the Muleshoe Memorial Park at 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon, and that is Texas time. Arrangements are under the direction of Wheeler Mortuary of Portales. Pat Glasscock Watson was a retired teacher from the Portales public school system, where she taught for many, many years. Survivors in her immediate family are her husband, Ed Watson, a son, Ted Glasscock, 2 daughters, Gail Roberts and JoBeth Steinhaus, 2 stepsons, Bill and Jim Watson, and 2 stepdaughters, Connie Reed and Kay Dodd. And she was one of the reasons that I fell in love with Muleshoe. When we came here in 1954, Pat Glasscock was the Girl Scout leader for the 6th grade Scouts, and they met at the Boy Scout hut, which was located for so many years on the south end of Main Street. And she was such a wonderful leader, and she was such a nice lady. I didn't want to come to Muleshoe, but Pat Glasscock was one of the reasons I loved Muleshoe right at first and decided to give Muleshoe a try. Please remember all of the family of Pat Glasscock Watson in your prayers. And repeating, burial will be here in Muleshoe at the Muleshoe Memorial Park, Texas time at 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon, after the funeral services will be held on Thursday morning at Wheeler Mortuary Chapel in Portales, where she lived for many years, moving there from Muleshoe. Ironically, her first cousin, Bob Sanders, died just the day before. Bob Sanders was 76 years of age and formerly lived here in Muleshoe, but was living in Decatur at the time of his death of throat cancer Saturday evening at Baylor Scott and White Hospital in Fort Worth. The funeral service for Bob Sanders, a Muleshoe High School graduate, will be held Wednesday afternoon at 2 in the Trinity Fellowship Church of Decatur. And then the burial will be at 1:30 Thursday afternoon at DFW National Cemetery in Dallas. Bob Sanders was born to Robert and Catherine Hanover Sanders in Lubbock, and he first lived out in the Goodland community with his parents. He was united in marriage to Naomi Watson Dudley on May the 15th, 2013 in Plainview. He considered her his once upon a time and his happily ever after. Naomi and Bob dated at Muleshoe High School and found each other again in 2013. They settled in a townhouse in Decatur and found a wonderful church, and in February of 2008 he retired from the city of Amarillo after 20 years. He was a member of the Trinity Fellowship Church in Decatur, where his funeral service is being held today on Wednesday. Those left behind to cherish his memory are his wife of 3 years, Naomi Sanders of the home in Decatur, his son Brian of Amarillo, and his daughter Holly Peters, and her husband Jason of Keller, Texas, his stepson Scott Dudley and his wife Nancy of Amarillo, his stepdaughter Kayla Rohr and her husband Larry of Houston, 3 grandchildren and also 2 step-grandchildren, his 2 sisters, Jane Christian, the former Janie Sanders, who was reared here also and now lives in Rockwell, and Mary Sanders Hillard and her husband Steve of Decatur, and Mary also was reared here with Bobby. Numerous nieces, nephews, cousins, and a host of friends also survive Bob Sanders. Memorial donations are asked to be made to the Texas Tech Alumni Association or the American Cancer Society. Hawkins Funeral Home of Decatur is in charge of the funeral arrangements. Please remember all of the family of Bobby Sanders. He graduated from Muleshoe High School, but also attended school first out in the three-way community before they moved into town, and his mother, Catherine Sanders, started teaching in the elementary school here in Muleshoe. In researching information for this obituary of Bob Sanders, I discovered his father, Robert Sanders, would always say, "I am off to the land of milk and honey." He called South Bailey County that land. Of course, Bob Sanders' father, Robert Sanders, for many years served South Bailey County as a Bailey County Commissioner. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a jiffy. Please stay tuned.
Yum chips. I like the Leal chips. Foxy likes them too. Right, Foxy? These Leal's chips are the best. I like the seasoning, salt, and the salsa on my chips.
That's at Leal's, the original Leal's in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard. Right, Isla?
Yes.
And Leal's right here in Muleshoe has back to school specials, $1 off all kids' meals. Also, the enchilada plate and the Leal's special plates are only $5.99 during these back to school specials. No substitution at Leal's Mexican Restaurant, the original, right here in Muleshoe, 1010 West American Boulevard. This edition of the Muletrain News is being brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where you can show your school spirit with the First Bank MasterCard debit cards, available now for the Muleshoe Mules, the Dimmitt Bobcats, or the Bovina Mustangs. Go by 202 South 1st Street, 806-272-4515. Show your team spirit and earn cash for your school every time you swap your card with the Muleshoe Mules School Spirit MasterCard debit card, available now exclusively from the First Bank, 202 South 1st Street, 806-272-4515. The First Bank is member FDIC. The Nelda Marriott Shoe Drive, it will take place here in Muleshoe on Saturday, September the 17th, from 10 until 11:30 that Saturday morning at Calvary Baptist Church, 18th and Avenue C. You can drop off your shoe donations at Calvary Baptist Church, Tattered Tumbleweed, or Muleshoe High School. Monetary donations can be mailed to Calvary Baptist Church, P.O. Box 378, Muleshoe, Texas 79347. The deadline for shoe donations is September 14th. Again, drop your shoe donations off at Tattered Tumbleweed, Muleshoe High School, or Calvary Baptist Church, and the shoe drive will give away shoes Saturday, September the 17th, from 10 until 11:30 at 18th and Avenue C, Calvary Baptist Church, right here in Muleshoe. The Nelda Marriott Shoe Drive, again, to make a monetary donation, mail your contribution to Calvary Baptist Church, P.O. Box 378, Muleshoe, Texas 79347.
Be sure and read the blog of Alice Lyles about Nelda Married on our Facebook, Gil Lamb, and also found on our Twitter, and that is found on the front page of MuleshoeTV.com, our website of Channel 6, and down at the left-hand corner of the front page. One thing we haven't talked about in detail about Nelda Married is her work at the Bailey County Courthouse. District Judge Gordon H. Green was quite complimentary to Alice Lyles of Nelda Married for her career in both clerks' offices. He said originally district and county clerk used to be in the same location and in the same office on the second floor of the Bailey County Courthouse. Nelda Merritt learned the job while serving as a deputy county clerk before moving on to be the district clerk roughly from about 1967 to 1996. Of course, she had to be elected to that position. Quite an accomplishment, Judge Green added. He went on to say she was quite a remarkable force, so much so, in fact, that when she called state representatives Pete Laney or Bill Clayton, who both also served during their tenures as Speaker of the House of Representatives, she developed quite a relationship with these two lawmakers. She knew them and they knew her, and when Nelda Merritt called, they listened. He chuckled. I think her name was also well known in the governor's office during Ann Richards' term in Austin for this very same reason. Be sure and read the blog of Alice Lyles. It's good. Now, don't forget to vote early now in the tax swap election for the Muleshoe Independent School District. You are eligible to vote if you live in the Muleshoe Independent School District and you are a registered voter, and you can vote right now at Muleshoe City Hall in early voting, and they're open 8 to 5 every weekday. The last day to vote early will be next Tuesday, which is September 6th. Election day is Thursday, September the 8th, and the polls will be open that day from 7 in the morning till 7 at night at both Muleshoe City Hall and the Sudan Community Center, and you can vote there on September the 8th, Election Day. Now, on the ballot, the tax rate rollback election will be listed as this. You vote for or against approving the ad valorem tax rate of $1.35 per $100 valuation in Muleshoe Independent School District for the current year, a rate that is $0 higher per $100 valuation than the school district rollback tax rate for the purpose of increasing the maintenance and operation rate by 13 cents to $1.17 per year, and reducing the interest and sinking rate by 13 cents to 18 cents for this year. Now be sure and listen so you can fully understand this election to the interview we did just recently with Muleshoe School Superintendent Dr. R.L. Richards and School Board President Carol Precure. Congratulations to Mr. and Ms. Lonnie Adrian of Muleshoe. They have a new grandson born to their daughter and son-in-law, Mr. and Ms. Brandon Davis of Houston. Grady and Brandon have named their third child Hudson Maddox, and now they have one daughter and two sons. He is their third child. At birth, Hudson Maddox Davis weighed 7 pounds and 7 ounces and is 20.5 inches long. And the mother is the former Grady Adrian, who was reared here in Muleshoe and graduated from Muleshoe High School. The father, Brandon Davis, is a lawyer. Congratulations to Helen and Lonnie Adrian on this grandson, and also to Brandon and Grady Davis on the birth of a new little baby son. Another congratulations to Mr. and Ms. Gerald Pruitt, celebrating their 59th wedding anniversary this week. You will remember Augeline Pruitt needs to continue to be on our prayer list as she is recuperating from knee replacement surgery done just recently in Heart Hospital in Lubbock. And she is progressing nicely because Gerald Pruitt, her husband of 59 years now, is by her side. Congratulations to you both. And more congratulations to Coach and Mrs. Lincoln Riley of Norman, Oklahoma. They have a new baby daughter born earlier this month, and this means that Mike and Marilyn Riley have a new grandchild, and Evelyn and Claude Riley, all of Muleshoe, have a new great-granddaughter. Oh, how nice. And so that means that there will be more punch in the line up in OU because Lincoln Riley is a coach for the University of Oklahoma at Norman. Congratulations to Mr. and Ms. Lincoln Riley, Mr. and Ms. Mike Riley, and Mr. and Mrs. Claude Riley. How wonderful. Well, speaking of football, and when you say Lincoln Riley, that's speaking of football, isn't it? The Muleshoe Mules will Thursday night play Snyder at Snyder, both freshman and JV teams. The first game is at 5 and the second is at 6:30 on Thursday in Snyder. And then the Muleshoe Mules varsity team will host Snyder for their first game at home this school year on a wet football field of Benny Douglas Stadium. Kickoff is 7:30 Friday night. And of course, we will be there and we will be doing a play-by-play delayed broadcast for Channel 6, and highlights will go up on Saturday on our website and Facebook and Twitter, courtesy of these Muleshoe Mule merchants. 5-area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, Barrett Potato Farms, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, the Muleshoe State Bank, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Hereford Feed Ingredients, Muleshoe Independent School District, Shipman Body Shop, Kyle Lake Feed Yards, McDonald's of Muleshoe, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, K&K Pharmacy, Mohawk Auto Parts, Wilson Drilling, Precure Electric, Dale Oil Company, Lee Al's Tortilla Factory, Terry Burton Service Center, State Farm Insurance Agency, Ag Aviation Incorporated, Muleshoe Livestock Auction, Farmers Insurance Company, Irrigation Pumps and Power Incorporated, and Edward Jones. It's only because of these mule merchants that we can make the broadcast of the delayed action of all Muleshoe Mules games. Now, the pep rally on Friday morning will be at 11:15 in the new Muleshoe High School gym before the Muleshoe Snyder game on Friday night.
And, Mom, don't forget reserve seat tickets for the 2016 Muleshoe Mules home football season are on sale now for Benny Douglas Stadium. The tickets are $35 for 5 home games. Individual game reserve seat tickets are $8 per game. Come by the school administration office, 514 West Avenue G, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. or call Dan Orasco for more information, 806-272-7400. That's reserve seat tickets for the 2016 Muleshoe Mules home football season are on sale now. Tickets are $35 for the 5 home games. Individual game reserve seats are $8 per game. Call Dan Orasco, 806-272-7400, or go by the school administration office to buy your tickets, 514 West Avenue G, right here in Muleshoe.
As we told you Monday morning, former Texas Tech offensive lineman and NFL veteran Manny Ramirez of Earth has joined the Red Raider football program as Director of Player Development. Head coach Cliff Queensberry announced on Monday morning. And his wife Iris, that is Manny's wife Iris, also is originally from Earth and has spoken here in Muleshoe to beautiful you. And Manny Ramirez has also presented several programs at the Muleshoe Rotary Club and for the Muleshoe school students as well. Manny Ramirez will be on the Red Raiders sideline on Saturday night. Game time 7 o'clock against Stephen F. Austin, and tickets are still available for that game. And congratulations to Manny Ramirez. In our bargain basement, I need to hire a housekeeper. The housekeeper needs to be dependable and trustworthy. If you know of someone who wants a job cleaning house and is dependable and trustworthy, please call me at 806-272-4989 because I am desperate for a housekeeper now. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
Frying Cox right here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street, has a new selection of Texas indoor, outdoor clocks and thermometers, the perfect accent to your Texas-style house, patio, garage, or yard. New shipment of Circle E candles direct from Fredericksburg, including the brand new gourmet Jubilee pillar candles, a mixture of fragrances all in one candle. Just in lots of inspirational lath boards in at Frying Cox for your country decor, the Serenity Prayer, the Farm Family Clock, beautiful new decorative plates and coasters for your drink. See the new Tervis cups, keeps the hot and the cold just in time for football season, available for WT, Texas Tech, OU, UT, A&M, and the Dallas Cowboys and Tervis cups. Also, another great gift-giving idea is the decorative coffee cups available in birthday motifs, hearts, smiley faces, and many more. Popcorn bowls, breakfast bowls, measuring spoon boot set, and barbed wire picture frames. Domino sets are now in at Frying Cox, and the new Artful Decorations glass art, perfect for hanging in your windows. Frying Cox supports the Muleshoe Mules all season long, and come by 401 South 1st Street to get your mule flags for your home or business, with all proceeds going to the Muleshoe Athletic Booster Club. Available now at Frying Cox here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street. 2 weeks to go home following a hospital stay. Recover close to home with the Swing Bed program. Available now at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. The Swing Bed program is available for Medicare patients discharged from Muleshoe or any other area hospital following an acute illness, injury, or surgery, but still need time and physical therapy to heal and strengthen before going home. Call today for more information about the Swing Bed program. The Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 806-272-4524. Again, the Muleshoe Area Medical Center is right here in Muleshoe, Texas, 708 South 1st Street. Call for more information about the Swing Bed program, 806-272-4524.
On our prayer list, a prayer of thanksgiving for Janie Carpenter's wonderful report from her oncologist, and also her husband Joseph Carpenter is of course quite thrilled about that. But Janie says her mother Maria certainly needs to be on our prayer list, please. Also, Joe Jackson of Amarillo, a Muleshoe High School graduate, is in room 420 at Baptist St. Anthony's Hospital in Amarillo after having surgery, and he is recuperating. He is married to the former Bonnie Wood, also a Muleshoe High School graduate. Lavinia and Lloyd Garlington, both Muleshoe High School graduates and both of Muleshoe, need to remain in our prayers. Lloyd Garlington has walking pneumonia, and his wife Lavinia Garlington has had skin grafts on her leg at University Medical Center in Lubbock. Jacob Shelton, whose mother is the former Amanda Messenger of Muleshoe, they live in Tennessee now, has been quite ill and is progressing. We're glad to say Jacob Shelton needs to continue to be on our prayer list, though, and he is the grandson of Jay and Sally Messenger of Muleshoe. Kay Wiseman's granddaughter, Rachel Wiseman, is in Zambia. She is doing a semester there and a lot of missionary work. Remember Rachel Wiseman in your prayers. Paulita Crawford and Susie and Jim Pat Claunch, Terry and James Byers, Angela and Eric Hall, Corlin and Jean Paul Jarman, Connie and Ronnie Kenmore, Doyle and Leela Sue King, Bob and Nina Landers, R.L. and Doris Scott, Laurinette Mason, Landon Nichols, Mary Ellen Robertson, Glenn Watkins, Dorothy Turner, Brian Taylor, and Dorothy Sarley always are in our thoughts and prayers. Don't forget all of our servicemen and women and also their families. Bob Alexander, Molly Anthony, Molly Johnston, Walter Marie Boness, Morris Bruns, Joyce and Fred Clements, Gwen Gulker, Jean Allison, Ollie Mae Clausen in Leveland, formerly of Beulah. She is the mother of Iva Noble of Muleshoe. And Iva told us that she and Brian next year are going to be moving after he retires. And we are so sad to learn that. Jenny McVicker in Amarillo, Anita Mitchell, and also Marjorie Precure in Irving, Pat Nichols, Sam Dameron, little Harper Lee Kirby, who is now at home in Midland after her skull surgery in Lubbock last week. She is the great-granddaughter of Mary Janice Brantley of Muleshoe. Maureen Hooton and her husband Robert, Clara Rempe. She was the sister-in-law of Keith Rempe of Muleshoe. Robert Jay, who was the father of Benji Jay, and also the grandfather of Coach John Jay of Muleshoe. Remember also these families, the family of Nelda Merritt and Nelda Laney, Deborah Penley, Blaine Hurtado, Daniela Anaya, Marshall Poole, Truman Lehman, and Bessie McKillop. Remember Robert Johnson and his wife Ann in your prayers, and also Barbara Scott and her family.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News program rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well. Find it on our website on demand anytime you want to listen to it, muleshoetv.com, free of charge. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. We'll hear from the first director of the Derrick Dolls in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you today by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 77 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504 or check them out online, www.bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope that you enjoyed the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Before I could get a baton, I would take the cardboard from a coat hanger where you'd hang your slacks, and I'd tape them together, and that was my baton, and I just whirled all day. And eventually Mother bought me a baton.
Glenda Bloodworth of Jacksonville twirled through high school and college and later became a drill team director for high school and university cheerleading teams. She became the first dance director for the Derrick Dolls of the Houston Oilers. Hundreds of girls came to the tryouts in 1978.
Someone from the New York Ballet came down, from Florida, a circus trapeze performer, and to all the little local girls around that Gulf Coast area.
The Dolls were a hit.
They were divided into 4 groups, just like the cowboy cheerleaders, and cheered. They had cheers to lead the crowds, and then they would rotate at the end of every quarter. And then at halftime, they would do their performance, do their dance.
Glenda designed the routines.
That was just something I liked to do. And of course, there was a lot of talent, within the group. 2 or 3 of them, and I would choreograph and create, and then I would coordinate it. I'd be the one to say, do it again, count to 5, count to 8,
The Dolls had a problem when they made their first appearance in the Astrodome.
They had their routine. They were set to go and to make their premiere performance, and we had not practiced in the dome. We had speakers down on the field. So when they performed at halftime, the sound reverberated. And so one end of the line heard one beat, the other end of the line heard the other beat, and it was like, oh my goodness. So it was decided, I told them they have to have live music on the field. So they started inviting bands to perform. They had the University of Oklahoma band, so we could hear the beat from one end to the other. That was a learning experience on the job, but that was really exciting. Got to meet Bud Adams and Dan Pastorati and the famous Earl Campbell, and so a lot of emotional attachment to the glory days of the Love You Blue time.
'Cause we're the Houston Oilers, Houston Oilers, Houston Oilers #1. Yes, we're the Houston Oilers.
Glenda Bloodworth of Jacksonville. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.